Howdy, howdy, howdy. What's up, everybody?
Hi.
Lindsay's still catching up. Yours didn't start yet? Oh, I was going to say mine did.
I was also texting.
Oh, okay. That doesn't help. Happy Thursday.
I'm sending a picture of our studio dog.
October 19th.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody out there. Another year older.
Level.
Sorry, that's right.
Level.
Wow, that means...
Last level of...
Hey. Let's not talk about that.
Certain times.
What's up, John? Hey, Dad. Hey, Christine. Hey, Allison. Hey, Mom. How's everybody doing tonight?
I do have to say that you have one more year before you get to get the discount on Tuesdays at the grocery stores.
Is it 50 and above?
Yeah.
I thought it was 60.
Oh, 50.
Really? That's exciting.
Yeah. I know.
Save money.
Now you're going to go grocery shopping on Tuesdays?
Right.
Or are you just going to get it on Tuesdays? Because I
don't
don't think you're going to change your grocery shopping.
Probably not.
I am freezing, by the way.
She's cold.
My hair's wet and I'm cold.
Wow. Busy week. Hello out there in Rumble land. Thanks for everybody for jumping on, joining us tonight.
Our
Appreciate
rumblers
it.
are rumblers.
Rumblers are rumbling.
They're not rumbling, but I'll rumble them up.
You can rumble them up. It's 50 and above, right? Yeah, that's what Christine was saying.
See? So you get to get it.
So that's next year.
Last year it is. I just started them.
I know.
I'm excited.
You know what?
I mean, I did go in with a bang.
You did. You really did.
Literally.
Talk about starting off right. Quick shout out.
My last couple days of 49, you're just gonna have to bundle me up.
Just don't let you put you in a bubble. Don't let you out of the house.
Don't let me go anywhere.
Quick shout out to our sponsor, Americano Ammunition Coffee. They are doing the spooky drive-through.
They have so many cute like Halloween stuff. They have stickers and T-shirts. Spooky
drink specials. Inside ammo sales only. Daily costume contest giveaways. Candy for the little spooky patriots. 27th from 6 to 8, the 28th from 4 to 8, and the 30th 6 to 8. So love those guys.
I know.
Best coffee.
Does it count if we go through in costumes?
I'm sure it would. Why wouldn't it? Just because they're our sponsor.
Because it says little spooky.
Yeah, you know.
Not little.
We could be little. Pretend to be little.
Just a baby.
Also, just a reminder, we are on Spotify and we are updated. You can find the latest and greatest on Spotify. Catch Cocktail
all the way
on the go. Yep.
Even last week's when we weren't here. What?
I'm trying to see if I did upload it.
That's Oktoberfest with surprise guests.
I know, but it's not showing. The new one's on there though.
Fired. Is it the new one?
Yeah, from last week.
The super drunk pumpkin beer tasting.
The super drunk, yeah. It should be on there. Let me know if it's not, because I'll have to put it on there.
I don't know.
Also want to give out a quick shout out to my dad, who recently put out another book.
Woohoo!
And this one is called A Christmas for the Heart. I'll let Lindsay read.
You want me to read that?
Yeah, because do you think I can say it?
No, I can really see it. Sometimes the magic of Christmas can change a tragedy into a joyous occasion. No family is immune to heartbreak and misfortune, but love and prayers can often do wonders, and even the most overwhelming calamity. Get your digital copy today before the holidays. Visit Amazon.com.
So go check it out. Excited.
You think Alexa will read it to me?
I think she will.
And
if you ask her nicely.
I don't even have her plugged in. I don't ask her anything.
I know.
She wouldn't reply to what I wanted her to reply to.
Well, Siri will read it to you too.
Will she reply to what I want her to reply to?
Possibly. I don't know.
She'll let me call her hooker?
Maybe.
Oh,
she may not give you the response you like, but I think she'll respond to you.
I don't know if she will.
But yes, levels
are important, John.
What we just talked about that though. You're up in levels. That's good. That's a good thing, right? Nothing bad about that.
I'm working on my levels.
So Friday we celebrated our 1-year anniversary.
What?
And we had our anniversary / Halloween party. And it was a lot of fun. It really was. The weather turned out beautiful.
Thank goodness. You can't make up for last year. Come on, guys. Like
we did.
Come on.
I think we made up for last year.
I think we did well.
So I want to
We
share.
had such a blast.
Want to share with you guys some pictures of the party.
You starting at the end? Where you going?
I'm not starting. I want to make sure how far it went down.
Oh,
first
okay. I was
before I
just
did that.
wondering.
So
there's our bride and groom and pupper dogs.
Yep, that was fun.
The best dog and the dog of honor. Oh, that's
There's you and Andrew.
yes.
Your costume was pretty cool.
It wasn't too bad, except for I started losing strings by the end of the night.
Oh, did you really?
I was retying it back on. Yeah, I don't know what happened.
That's Ethan and Rebecca.
I know her hair is so pretty.
There's
Pammy and
Vinny and
Ben.
Pam. That was cool. And we did a group shot, which is kind of hard to see here, but it was really cool.
Oh my god, it was so much fun.
It came out good. It took us
20 shots.
20 shots to try to get it right.
It was great.
That was a lot of fun. There's you and I.
Oh, is that our picture?
That's
hey, that
our
was at the
picture.
very beginning of the night. Look, my hat's still on. We're
I
doing
know.
good.
I didn't have my hood on either.
I know. That's
So.
okay. Ah, my loofah and
That was
soap.
a man.
They're so cute.
That was a brilliant idea, actually.
The best
I like
costume
that.
ever. That was so cute.
Yeah, that was very cool. Very cool.
Mom
There's you and Mom.
with her poopery hat. What is it? Her poop smells like flowers hat.
That was cute. Then Dad
The
and Brian,
troublemakers.
We played a few games of cornhole. It was
Yeah.
a lot of fun. And there's Andrew.
I wonder
and
who
Arthur.
that is.
That was a great costume. Martha.
Oh
had a
my
great
god, that
costume.
was so good.
It was creepy.
It really was.
Really creepy.
Well, the worst thing was when I walked downstairs, he's standing there and he wasn't really standing near Andrea. So I was like,
Who is that?
and I'm trying to like not be mean about it or weird. And I'm like trying to narrow it down. Who could you be?
I was lucky.
And then he said something and I was like, oh,
you know
hey
who it
Arthur,
is.
how are you?
I answered the door, so.
So you knew. Yeah, I come
fortunate.
downstairs. I was like,
So the next picture I want to share is kind of funny. So we had the solar eclipse here in Arizona. We were 80%, right? 80% coverage here. So there's nothing like being hungover and looking at a solar eclipse. So I figured you guys would get a kick out of this.
And who was not in that picture? Yeah, I'm not sitting in the sun. Y'all are crazy.
So Ethan bought the glasses where you can actually stare directly at the sun, which was kind of cool.
Yep. So everybody's sitting there. The sun's going away.
So it's Ethan, Rebecca, myself, and Brian looking up at the sun, staring at the sun.
You and Brian are like, is there still two suns? What?
I thought that was kind of funny.
That was the best. And then you guys were like, I think it's still going. I'm like, no, it's getting brighter. It's going the other way. It was good.
Reading some comments here.
Right?
The dogs made it.
Oh yeah, those were the best.
So a little context, I was on the phone with John the day I was going back to Home Depot. So
To get the last dog.
so we had one dog.
So we only had one dog, but we had two puppy dog things. And you were like, oh, we should put the dogs over here. And I was like, well, we only have one. And he was like, do I have to go back to Home Depot? And I was like, well, if you want another dog.
So I was on the phone with John while I was going to Home Depot to pick up the last dog. So
Well, there's that too.
that's what he said. He said the second dog looks good.
Yeah.
So that was kind of funny. Yeah, it was fun. It was a great night.
It was so good.
It was a lot
The
of
weather
fun.
was perfect.
Yeah, couldn't have asked for a better
Yeah,
night.
it was super good.
So and then next year will be
On a Saturday.
on a Saturday. So make it a little easier for people.
Yeah.
Although Friday night wasn't bad.
Yeah, it wasn't terrible.
We had a crap ton of food. A lot of food left over.
Well, it made our week was rough already.
Right.
Because we had the kids coming on Wednesday.
And I was out of town for half the
You
week.
were out of town until Wednesday
Till
because you
Wednesday.
literally brought the kids back. My car broke. So we had to go to the dealership, get a rental car, dealt with all of that. Then Thursday we went to Medieval Times.
I
Friday
didn't put any of those pictures up.
Friday we had the party. Saturday we went ghost hunting. Sunday,
We just sat around.
no, we went to that place outside. That's when it was hot.
Oh, we went to Superstition.
Went to Superstition
Museum.
Mountain. Yep.
Yeah.
Museum. Saw that. Relaxed Sunday night. But then Monday we shipped the kids off, went to work.
Yeah.
I'm so tired.
Yeah, you're gonna crash tonight.
I know. I
Probably.
probably won't though. I know.
We'll see.
I got my car back.
You did. You got your car back.
And rodents ate my car.
Damn little rodents.
It's a real thing.
That's an expensive bill too, by the way.
I mean, it wasn't 4 digits, but it was definitely 3.
It was close. It was
Made me
very close.
nervous.
So I'm drinking
Oh, yes. So Ethan and Rebecca brought us back a present.
Grand Canyon Distillery because they went to the Grand Canyon It's a Star and Shine single malt whiskey. So,
and it is batch 4, bottle number 487.
yeah, very cool.
So that's kind of cool.
It's actually pretty good. It's not bad.
It's whiskey, but it has a very interesting aftertaste.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you actually made a comment about that.
Yeah, it's not after you get past the like taste.
You didn't do your bitter whiskey.
Oh no, I
taste
did. It just I didn't take a very big drink of it, but it's definitely got like a, I don't know, like a malty.
It's like a malt, yeah.
Yes,
like
a
malty
caramely
aftertaste. Yeah, it's actually pretty good.
It's not. Well, no, there's that first part.
Not for you.
No, not for me.
But it was good. I enjoy it. So, but I like a lot of different whiskey. I know.
I can't even think about it.
All right, so moving on to tonight's show. I was really going back and forth whether or not I wanted to do the show, and I decided yes, we need to do it and we need to talk about it because I think it's something that's soon to be at our doorstep.
In our lives for real.
I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but this is also the reason I'm bringing this up tonight. Also, is because we're very close to our election year, and I think we really need to pay attention to this.
I agree.
As we always say, elections have consequences. And
I think we're dealing with that now.
We're living the consequences now. So what are we talking about? For those of you that don't know, that just kind of live your lives and don't pay attention to the news, which is us lately, but
not so much.
Unfortunately, this is something that's definitely out in front and should be talked about. So, is this the start of World War III? So, talking about the recent attacks on Israel by Hamas, and I'm not even going to get into, I thought about posting pictures and stuff like that. I'm not even going to get into how horrific it was. Those of you watching the news, you know how horrific it was, and still,
or you can imagine,
yeah,
because it's literally the stuff you could imagine.
Yeah, it's stuff you talk about when you talk about the devil.
Yep.
Honestly, I'm going to switch this to a bigger screen. Give me a second here.
Oh, please. You should have made that not black.
I know. It automatically did it, and I didn't realize it because it looked different on the screen than when you actually save it to the file.
Okay.
Which is weird. So
I was looking at it. I was like, I'm not going to tell you now. We can change it.
I don't know why it does that, but because it looked great. It had when you look at it on the screen initially, it had like a white outline to it, but for some reason it didn't transfer.
It does not.
It does not. So go ahead. You can go.
I can scroll.
You can advance.
I can advance.
So I just figured I'd put a map up for those of you who don't know where the Gaza Strip is and all the surrounding countries there.
Yes, please.
You can get an idea how small Gaza really is actually.
Is it that little tiny bitty baby gray part next to Jerusalem?
See where it says Gaza Strip? Yeah, exactly. That's that little tiny area.
Okay.
So that's where the event took place. It started off at a music festival. And I watched some of the video of that, and it's heartbreaking to watch what happened, and then it just escalated from there. So I was like I said, I don't want to get into detail about it, but go to the next screen.
So the Gaza Strip. So who's attacking the Gaza Strip? Isn't it Iraq?
It was Hamas, which is a terrorist organization.
From where though?
I don't know. I think they're spread out. I don't think they're
just
from
everywhere.
Yeah, I think they're just a terrorist organization out that way. I don't know where they. Okay. John, do you know where they originate from? I don't know if you know. But I just think they're just a terrorist cell that's in that area, I think.
Okay.
So I was looking at this and looking at our allies and our enemies, and this comes back to play a little bit later on. So obviously our allies that we know are Israel, Saudi Arabia, and Egypt. Turkey's kind of, yes, they are an ally. Well, right now. They are an ally, but things are shaky right now from what I'm reading.
Yeah.
And Russia and China, we have, we have deals with them. I don't know if I would consider either of them our ally at this point, but I know we do trade deals with them and stuff. So they're kind of, I would say they're leaning more towards the other side. Yep. Definitely Iran's not in our favor. Syria's not in our favor, and North Korea. And hold on. So they were elected to rule Gaza. The Hamas was interesting. That's interesting.
So they're like the dictators?
That I didn't know. That I didn't know.
Okay. Yeah, I know Turkey would not, when our fearless leader was over there, I know that Turkey refused to meet with him, which I don't blame him because he's a bumbling idiot.
Yeah, so. Everything I read, so over the last week says that Turkey's kind of on the fence right now.
Yeah, they're not thrilled with us.
But Iran's definitely the one to watch because they had put out a warning, and we'll get to that a little bit later, that if the United States interferes with what's going on over there, that then Iran will get involved. And we'll get into some more details about that in a little bit.
Bring it. So, no, I'm joking.
Yeah, exactly. Go ahead. Yeah, we'll get into that too, Dad, in a little bit.
So what is Hamas? Hamas, the acronym for...
Don't even try to pronounce it. Islamic Resistance Movement.
There you go. Is the largest and most capable militant group in the Palestinian territories and one of the territory's two major political parties. Okay, which is why they would be elected.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. Hamas emerged in 1987 during the first Palestinian uprising, or Intifada, as an outgrowth of the Muslim Brotherhood's Palestinian branch. Excuse me.
You're right.
The group is committed. I drank a soda earlier. It made me bubbly. The group is committed to armed resistance against Israel and the creation of an Islamic Palestinian state in Israel's Israel's place. Hamas has been the
de facto governing body.
What is de facto? Like the governing body? Okay. Like the one governing body in the Gaza Strip since 2007, when it ousted the Palestinian Authority from power. Members are 20,000 and 25,000.
That's a good number. It's a large number of people.
That's in that tiny little strip. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That thing's what? 3 miles wide?
I don't know. I should have looked up how long. It's not very big.
No, it does not look big at all. Backed by a barricade of rockets.
Barrage of rockets.
Backed by a barrage of rockets. Why do you always use weird words in here?
I copy and paste. I don't write my own stuff.
Well, maybe you should stop putting weird stuff in here. So crap, I don't know. Barrage of rockets. Hamas militants stormed from the blockaded Gaza Strip into nearby Israeli towns, killing dozens and abducting others in an unprecedented surprise attack during a major Jewish holiday Saturday. 2 Saturdays ago now.
Yeah, 2 Saturdays. No, October 6th.
Yeah. A stunned Israel launched airstrikes in Gaza, with its prime minister saying the country is now at war with Hamas and vowing to inflict an unprecedented price. Unprecedented price.
Yeah. Yeah, they definitely want revenge.
Yes.
And they should.
Outrage in America? Nope. U.S. Why is it in bold?
I don't know.
U.S. colleges under pressure to fire Hamas, praising professors as Middle Eastern war intensifies.
So did you hear about this?
No.
I think the professor, if I'm not mistaken, was from Harvard, maybe? I'm not sure what college he was from.
The large upscale surprise attack Hamas unleashed on Israel last week has prompted a slew of college professors to express solidarity and sympathy with the attackers on social media. Some now find themselves targets of student-led campaigns calling for their ouster.
So they were cheering. They were cheering this on, saying it was awesome and
that people deserve to die like this.
Yeah. Yeah. And not only here in America, but remember we saw the videos about Australia. They were chiming in too. Yep. I mean, but there were a lot of groups here in some of the major cities that were cheering it on. It was pretty sick, pretty disgusting.
I mean, I'm not against war.
Gaza Strip has a total area of 141 square miles. Yeah, that's
not very big.
That's nothing.
That's
nothing.
Tiny.
Yeah. That's like from here to Globe. I mean, it's not very big.
Nothing. Yeah. I mean, war is what war is, but what they did was not war. That was a surprise attack.
It was genocide is what it is.
Yeah, that was a surprise attack. That was not war. That was not giving somebody the chance to fight. That was not.
I've heard comparisons that if you compare population size from the Gaza Strip, if you compare it to the U.S. population size, their death toll would be equivalent to like 30,000 American people.
Yeah.
So it's huge.
Oh yeah,
You know.
considering I mean they're that tiny.
Yeah.
They're not that big. And even still, they've had mass numbers of people killed.
Mhm.
They're up to what, like 10,000, I think it is?
I got the numbers in
Oh.
here as of yesterday, I think, is what I pulled them from.
Okay.
It's a lot. It's a lot. So Iran makes an unspecified warning against Israel if it invades Gaza. Iran has warned Israel that they would respond to an anticipated Israeli ground operation of the Gaza Strip to remove the Hamas terrorist group. Israel's operation could cause fighting to expand across the Middle East, triggering a huge
Earthquake
that was there, which is scary in itself because we all know what Iran does.
Yep. Yeah, we really don't need them.
Yeah, it gets even better than that.
Allies of Iran, Syria, Russia, China, and Iraq. Powerful Iraqi and Yemeni armed groups align with Iran have threatened to target U.S.
Interests.
Sorry, all I saw was terrorists. And I was like, target U.S. interests with missiles and drones if Washington intervenes to support Israel in its conflict with Israel over the Gaza Strip.
Yep. I think one of our embassies get bombed by a drone or something like that today. I
don't know.
briefly.
I didn't get to watch the news at all today. My day was insane.
Yeah, thought I saw something come across.
So I didn't get caught up on that. I did see that video I was telling you about the hospital.
Right.
So I don't know.
So yeah, was it yesterday or the day before?
Day before.
So there was a bombing at the hospital in Israel, and they blamed it on the Israelis initially. All the news outlets, even here in America, all of them blamed Israelis for bombing their own hospital. And after everybody had a backpedal, and
well, we always fake news it up.
They come to find out that it actually was Hamas that had a misfire, I guess, on the missile. Yeah. But you're saying you heard that it didn't actually hit the hospital.
It didn't hit the building. It hit the parking lot right in front of it. So it didn't total the building. It didn't anything like that. Yes, it hit the hospital property, but it didn't take out the building.
Right. But because they said initial reports said that I want to say 400 to 500 people died. But you're saying
initial reports, they also said that, Israel did it.
That's true. So once again, we jumped to conclusions before knowing all the facts.
But I don't think the death toll was that high. It might have been injured and everything involved in that. Right. But I mean, I was listening to it as I was driving, so I wasn't fully listening to it.
Right. Exactly. Where are the 500 alleged dead? Yeah. So do you think I'll ask the audience this. Do you think the story is just propaganda?
Oh, no. In the U.S., 100%.
Well, I mean, because Hamas has been doing a lot of propaganda lately.
Well, that's what they like to do, and that's what this was about. Was their whole propaganda scheme? Is they will start a war on propaganda. I was like, well, in the U.S., we do that every day. Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know what your thoughts are on that. I know. I read yesterday. I was watching Dan Bongino last night, and he was even saying that we always jump to conclusions before knowing the facts. And we do every time something happens. We always.
That's what the U.S. is. You have to have everything right at your fingertips, not the real story, just a story.
Right.
We've done that with everything.
Got to be the first to report whether it's true or not.
It's not true. We're just making it up as we go along.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's fine. When are we going to not be okay with that?
Never.
Oh, because we like the drama of it all?
We're that kind of society right now,
That's how you get it wrong. Because then it's like playing cup, what is it? Cup microphone or whatever it's called.
The telephone game.
Yeah, it's a telephone game where you tell one person, the other person tells the other person. Now the story isn't even that anymore.
Should we believe the country that didn't start it and is warning people to evacuate, or a terrorist group that beheads babies? Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Great point. Because didn't they dropped a bunch of leaflets too, didn't they? Telling everybody to get out. They were dropping like they did the last time.
Yeah.
Did you hear Jewish schools here abroad urge parents to keep kids off social media to avoid kids seeing Hamas attack images?
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. So one of the big things We were actually just talking about, is it in your story? Am I jumping ahead?
What
they were doing with the social media accounts for the people that
No,
they
I
took?
didn't bring that. I wasn't going to bring that up, but you can bring it up.
Well, just because of that comment. So
yeah.
that's one of the things they were doing is with all these children and women that they kidnapped and took over, is they were actually killing them and murdering them on their own social media accounts
and then posting it.
So it was like it was
everybody can
going
see.
live from them, essentially, is what they were doing. And so that wouldn't surprise me, because you're going to have friends and stuff from back there. One of the squad House of Reps took part in a pro-Palestinian demonstration in DC today.
Yeah, that's go figure. That's your government for you people.
Yep.
And you know, like John said, I wasn't going to bring it up, but they did. They beheaded babies, they raped women. And paraded it through the street. I mean, it's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. And then, like Lindsay said, that's not war.
No.
I mean, that's barbaric.
Yep.
I mean, that's just disgusting.
War, you murder them, you move on.
Well, I mean,
if it's truly war,
there's
you're
casualties
for,
of war,
yeah.
right? Both sides are shooting. That's a different story.
Yes,
but when
and you're
blatantly go through towns, you're dragging people out of their
them.
homes. I mean, there's something like 300 hostages right now.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's more than that, because they went into the farms and everything and started taking the farmers.
Yeah, they were shooting the family pet in front of the family.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. They were just it's terrible. When you read about it, it's horrible.
You can shoot me, don't shoot the dog.
It's absolutely horrible. It's disgusting.
That's terrible.
Yeah,
that upsets me.
That upset me too. Seriously.
Okay. So one thing, nope, total. Oh yes. The one thing I did hear about, when was it? It was this last week. I think it was this last weekend. So there was, gotta love Chicago, John and Wendy, your old home. The landlord decided to stab a mother and her son, some like 300 times. So the kid didn't make it, and he had to be buried, and the mom is still on life support. I haven't heard whether or not she's made it or not.
Yeah.
But she didn't even get to bury her kid, because I guess you have to, for Muslims, you have to be buried almost like immediately as soon as you can. So she didn't even get to see her son buried.
Well, we saw that with 9/11 too, right? Way after 9/11.
Yeah.
I mean, how many Muslims are targeted here in the U.S.? They're
Oh,
getting
it's
the crap
terrible.
beat out of them, and it's horrible. And even hear reports of Palestinians who don't back Hamas, like they don't agree with what happened, and so it's just when you're a terrorist group, you're a terrorist. Just because
you're from somewhere doesn't mean that you agree with what they do.
Follow their ideology, yeah, exactly.
So. I mean, Keith's from New York, and he's not really supporting the New Yorker. The New Yorker way right now.
We have an idea. Well, I know we have an idea of how many. No, you don't have to. Of how many Americans have died. But yeah, I think there's still 13 as of yesterday. There's still 13 Americans unaccounted for.
Yeah.
They don't know.
Which could be on those social media accounts here soon.
So I don't know. Andrew and Arthur aren't on tonight, are they? No, I don't see them.
I think they have babies.
Oh. So I say the fight could be coming to our door. So just recently, I think it was last week, Border Patrol arrested a man on a terror list near San Diego. And this happens a lot because I read somewhere, I want to say over the last half a year, we've arrested, I think, 250 that are on a known terror cell.
That's awesome.
And God only knows.
And what are they doing? They're walking across our border?
God knows how many are here in the States.
So how many have made it through already?
There's already
however many there are here
there's terror
already.
cells here in the country, right?
Well, there's the ones that have been converted because of social media.
Right.
There's the ones that hate this country so much that, I'm going to be part of a terrorist cell, and they live next door.
Yep.
Right? They don't even have to be from somewhere else.
And I bring this up because this goes into what we talked about with the elections coming up. Keep that in mind when you go to the polling booth.
They're just walking across the border.
Do we want more of this? Do we want more of the open borders? And I was going to get to that one too, John. That FBI issued the warning of homeland attacks. They have. Yeah. They put out the warning a couple of days ago.
Absolutely.
We get to do a little conspiracy page on me here tonight. So.
What do you think? I bought my
you like that
holster to wear with me at work.
Right. Yeah. I mean, we got to start thinking about this stuff.
This is scary. So so yesterday, right? I had to go into Tucson.
Right.
Okay. So I'm driving down the freeway. This big plume of smoke starts billowing out on the side of the freeway. Now it's a good ways up.
Yeah.
What's the first thing I thought?
Car
what the hell?
Huh? Car blew up or what?
No, what the hell did they hit?
Yeah.
I'm driving into downtown Tucson.
Yeah.
It's a big area. There is an airport. So I called Andrea and I was like, Andrea, what's on fire?
Stay strapped, people. Exactly. Yeah. Keep your head on a swivel, right? Pay attention to what's going on around you, because you never know.
You never know if the building you're going into is going to be blown up. You never know if the grocery store, the airport that you're near. I mean, it literally could be anything. Or it could be as simple as walking down the street. I mean, we have no idea.
Yeah. Well, she's an idiot, though. She should be, gone. I lost what I was going to say. I was going to say something. I lost
Be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of your surroundings.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. I mean, we have a president that wants an open border. You know,
well, you already never know anyways, because people are crazy.
And now he says he has to finish the wall because money was allocated towards it, so he's got to build that section of the wall. But they don't want. When I asked, he said the wall doesn't work, and I beg to differ. I beg to differ. Anything we can do, nothing's 100%. I think we talked about that. We talked about it with Arthur. Nothing's 100%, but it helps.
Even condoms are, but still, baby, cover those things up.
It helps deter.
Some of those babies should not be born.
Oh, wait till you see. Yeah, wait till you see later. So we've border crossings, October 7th through the 9th, 1,800 per day.
So we had that conversation with Rebecca and Ethan, who are here from Ohio. I asked them, I said, do you even hear about this? They haven't heard anything about it.
Yeah.
Not a single thing. So I said, do you know that over, what was it, 200 and something million people last month?
No, this year so
this
far.
Year.
220 million people.
And they were both like, what? And they said, yeah. All these people, where do you think they're going?
I mean, just think of that for a second.
That many people.
How many of those people are we vetting? How many people do we even know who's coming across we don't have enough border patrol to pay attention to all that stuff that's happening.
We have no clue. Even if there's no way we could ever see every single one of those people.
So how easy would it be for somebody to come in?
But like you said, it's not even the people that are coming in. It's the people who are being brainwashed here.
But that's only part of it, though. I mean, I guarantee they're coming. Oh, I'm sure there is. You know, that's only part of it. You know,
how many are getting caught out of the ones that aren't?
So they're going to come here. They're going to transform people that are already here.
Now you're going to get more people.
Fence, you get more followers, and
even if you don't, one person can do plenty of damage.
Oh yeah, we've seen.
Oh, you're just freaking me out more.
Well, it's something we got to talk about. I mean. You know, I would say 10 years ago, you look at a scenario like this and you'd say, yeah, that only happens in the movie.
Now my brain is literally like, what if the guy's going to walk around and like spray the virus or some sort of biochemical or
do
use a drone and
they can do an EMP. They can do a dirty bomb. We talked about that before.
Why you really I'm already tired.
You got to be aware. You gotta be aware that this stuff could happen.
I know that stuff can happen, but now
it's
you're saying it.
It's important to talk about it because people have to wake up and realize that, you know what? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. And we're doing the same thing over and over, and the results are what they are, what's expected.
You're not helping.
Elections have consequences. We know that. And these are the consequences. We are in, I mean, just think about it. As much as everybody hated Trump, were we in this position?
There's weird noises behind me.
Were we in this position during the Trump presidency? We weren't even close.
So I'm going to play devil's advocate.
Go ahead.
Okay. So this has nothing to do with us. This could have happened last year, next year, 5 years from now. Whenever.
It does have to do with
it. It doesn't. Whenever they get crazy, it's nothing really to do. Like, we didn't tell them go get crazy.
Nobody would have done this if Trump was in office because they know he would have reacted swiftly.
But exactly. So our reaction is different.
Right.
Not necessarily whether or not they could have done it. They could have, they could not have. We can't predict that.
It's
part
because
of
we
it.
have one of Jeff Dunham's puppets in the White House.
Well, he's not even a puppet. He doesn't even know what he's doing. He literally told them if they shot straight, they'd be better at it.
Yeah, if they hit our power grid, we'd be in trouble. We'd be in a
Our
lot
power
of
grid,
trouble.
all they need to do is hit an EMF and that'll take out everything.
EMP.
That too.
We're not ghost hunting.
I knew that name. I was like, that doesn't sound right. But it feels good.
But with the policies that were in place before, this wouldn't have happened. And you know they would just
policies though necessarily.
Well, we cut off aid to Iran. We weren't giving Iran money. We froze their money.
We've been giving Iran money forever. Freaking Obama did it too.
But Trump stopped it.
He did. But that didn't
Trump pulled us out of the nuclear deal with Iran.
That doesn't necessarily mean that like they still wouldn't have done it.
I don't think they would have. I mean, I think everybody was just sitting by, just biting their tongue, waiting for the moment. And when Biden got in office, that was the moment.
Oh yeah, because they knew he wasn't going to do anything.
Think about since Biden's been in office, the Russia-Ukraine war, right?
Oh yeah, because nobody would have done that.
The terrorist attacks that have happened. John's going to disagree with you.
Of course, he always does. Of course he did, but Obama gave him what, 168 or something billion?
No, it was $6 billion.
No.
Oh, Obama?
Obama.
Oh, I don't remember what Obama
gave him a crap ton of money.
Yeah.
But there's always been money going to them. So I don't know if that actually has to do with it. But again, it's the fact that we didn't. There's no repercussions with us. Oh, the US isn't going to do anything. We were kind of always like, terrible analogy, but it's going to work really well. We were kind of always like the crazy kid with the magnifying glass. The ants were there, but as soon as they were naughty, somebody was going to get burned. Good, right?
Yeah, sure.
Right?
One whiskey in, that sounded great. I have no idea where that came from, but yeah.
That's the way my brain works.
Okay.
Like everybody is like, all the little ants are running around and nobody's really going to do anything naughty because the kid's there with the magnifying glass and they're going to burn them.
Well,
that's how it used to be.
That's what I'm saying, though. That's if you have a president in power who's strong and nobody wants to F with, like Trump, none of this would be happening. I mean, do you guys, does the audience agree with me or disagree with me? I want to know. I want to hear your opinion. Do you think, and I'm not just bolstering Trump up. I mean,
just a strong president.
But facts are the facts. I mean, Reagan was the same way, right? I mean, when you have a president who's strong and nobody wants to mess with them because they know they'll react, you tend to play nice in the sandbox. But
be good ants.
But now they see how weak our country is and how pathetic. So they're like, it's a free for all. And what's the U.S. going to do? We're not going to do nothing.
Get in here.
So that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. Maybe you don't agree with me. I know you have your disagreement with me, but
I agree with you. I disagree with you all the time.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
But I agree and don't agree at the same time.
I just don't think this stuff would be happening right now if Trump was still in office. I really don't.
No, we'd be too busy impeaching him.
I don't even talk about our government. don't even go there.
Don't even start that.
We can't even find a Speaker of the House.
Oh, what?
We still don't have a Speaker of the House. No one wanted to mess with
nobody
Reagan
wants to sit in her
office.
chair. I wouldn't either.
In her chair?
Wasn't that Pelosi's chair? Should I pay attention more?
Yeah, you should pay attention more. Anyway, go to the next slide.
Oh,
we were at the slide already. I don't want to go too fast because we don't have a quiz tonight, so this might be an early show tonight.
I told you it was going to be longer.
We need to clean house in our government. Yes, we absolutely do. We absolutely do. Well, I'll wait till we get.
I say a fire hose or a flamethrower.
I'll wait till we get to our conspiracy page because I want to get people.
There it is, 1.7 billion. I thought he gave more than that. I thought it was in the hundreds. I saw like 160 or something ridiculous. I don't know. It's also while I was driving, so.
That's true.
FBI warns of domestic threats linked to Israel-Hamas war. Lone actors may take inspiration from recent attacks on Israel to commit violence on American soil. FBI Director Christopher Wray said of the Echo.
I got it from the Epic Times.
Epic.
I have to. Epic. Really?
Epic. I'm so tired. Epic apoc times. The number of people on the terrorist watch list stopped at southern U.S. border has risen. As of July, 160 migrants whose identities match those on the terrorist screening data set have been apprehended by Customs and Border Protection trying to cross the U.S. Mexico border during fiscal year 2023.
Does that not scare anybody? It's a little scary to me. Even just 160 on the terrorist watch list. That's 160 people. That can cause a lot of damage.
160 people that have already been known to try to kill us.
Right. That can do a lot. That's kind of scary in my book.
Want to know the scarier part?
What's that?
Those are only the ones that got caught.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's 160. Who knows what else is out there? God only. I mean, since 9/11, we've been tracking these people, right? We've been monitoring.
We have a question?
Are you raising your hand, John? Is this a lecture? Since 9/11, we've been tracking terror cells in the United States. I mean,
and what are we doing?
Repeating history again.
Yep, and it's not the good kind.
No.
So you know those like crazy prepper people?
They're starting to not look so crazy.
Makes me want to buy more crap.
Right.
Yeah.
No, we've talked about that though.
Buy more crap?
Yeah.
Or being a crazy prepper person?
Both.
We need to shut down the borders, but again, Christine, how much are you guys truly hearing about it out there? Are you hearing about it because you're watching, Bongino and Rumble and stuff like that? Or is it on your local news?
But he's right though. That's a start. Shut down the border.
Absolutely.
I mean, what's it going to take to shut down the border? But how are you going to
shut it down? It's not something that's going to be immediate.
No, it's not. But
months and months and years down the road, and we already lost 2 years.
We become so complacent and just deal with what's happening, and now it's going to bite us in the ass.
I don't think half the people even still know what's happening.
I don't know.
I truly think they're like, oh, somebody got bombed, and then it's done. Just like Russia. Do we even hear about their war that's still going on?
Yeah, you still hear a little bit.
I haven't heard a thing.
Yeah, you hear. Well, you have to be looking for it too, though.
Again, you have to be looking for it.
I don't know because we don't have the news, so we don't watch the news. It's just whatever research we do for the show.
It's not on Dad's Al Shaziri news.
No.
Really,
they're not covering it because he talks about it all the time. I thought he was.
The
Russian show.
The Russian show.
Is the show. It's on the national news, but not on our local news. So interesting
about our border. There you go.
I did notice that, John. The more I watch him, he's copying our show.
Is he?
Oh yeah, he's got live chat now on his show. Yeah, we need to reach out to Dan. Does anybody know Dan Bongino personally? We need to reach out to him.
You want me to stalk him?
I love Dan Bongino. I'm
good at stalking people now.
I think he's great.
Probably won't be friends with me after I stalk him.
I don't think he's watching the show. Maybe he is on Rumble. I don't know. Dan, you watching on Rumble? Let us know.
Dan, if you're watching on Rumble, can you give us some hints?
He's got a great show though. He really does.
He's so cute. Him and his wife are adorable.
He's so passionate about what he does too.
He really is.
It's funny. What I like about now that he's kind of gone off on his own is now he drops F-bombs. I think more than you do.
No, he doesn't.
Oh yeah, right, John. I think he does. Every time I'm watching the show now, he drops at least 2 or 3 F-bombs during the show, which I never heard him do before.
I love it. That's because he had producers.
Well, he's pissed. I mean, and rightfully so.
I'd be super mad. I mean, and he actually gets like way more information than we do.
Well, you're talking about he was Secret Service, so he
knows that he knows.
Yeah, 100%.
He knows the nose.
100%. Good guy though, patriot.
I love him. He's great.
100%. All right, my conspiracy corner. So
I have a question.
Yeah.
What is on your shirt?
My cross.
No, your green thing in your armpit.
Oh, that's from the slide. They put a thing in there.
Oh, I was like,
on that slide when you.
That's so weird.
On the slide, I know.
That's why I was like, what is on your nipple?
So February 13th, U.S. to sell 26 million barrels of oil reserves as mandated by Congress to China. So deplete our oil reserves, right?
And we were already depleted prior to that because he sold a bunch before that.
Right. September 1st, Biden unfreezes $6 billion in oil funds to Iran. We all heard about that.
Mm-hmm.
September 21st, U.S. agrees to rejoin the Iran nuclear program, which Trump got us out of.
I didn't hear about that.
A little scary. October 4th, what happened around our country? Presidential emergency alert test sent out.
I didn't get it.
You didn't get it?
I had my phone turned off. It still never even went when it came back. This phone is safe.
Really? Everything went off?
Nope. I had it turned off before. Then my work phone went off, and I immediately was like, power, 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 power. And it never went off.
And then
I let my work phone crash.
October 6th, 2 days later, 2 days after the emergency alert goes out.
Oh.
Hamas attacks Gaza.
Okay. Tinfoil. Why you got to do it like that? Bill, get out of there.
So, what is she doing in there?
You were in her garbage can. I'm going to beat your butt. Get out of the garbage.
She's rooting around in there.
I'm going to rut your face. Stop it. You want a nice?
Hook us up, Dad. See if Dan wants to come on our show. That'd be great.
Oh, yeah. You know people who know his people.
So there's a lot of conspiracies that can go with this.
That's a whole.
That's a rabbit hole, isn't it?
That's a big one. I don't know.
Sounds like somebody knew something was going to happen. Yeah, maybe.
Wow, sounds like Coco again.
The old C19, right?
The Coco.
The old C19, kind of the same thing. So
almost lost that one there.
You almost did.
Sounds like that again. Like, what would happen?
YouTube was like this on the button, like, oh, we're gonna get him. We're gonna get him now. Didn't happen. Didn't happen.
Say it. No, it sounds like just like that because they had their whole. Well, what would happen in a pandemic? What would we do? Well, it's been 100 years since we had the last one, so I think we're pretty good. How many tapes did it take you to take that picture?
One. That's why it's so goofy. I just went with it. I said, you know what?
He's got the green thing on his nipples. So you know
that was because of the slide.
It's actually pretty good.
So I don't know. My conspiracy theory is that
what is your conspiracy theory and all that?
That this is being done on purpose.
Oh,
I personally think Democrats like war, and I think they want World War III.
No, I'm not going to say that on the air.
And then not only that, so
not doing it YouTube.
So you're destroying our country from the inside out.
Now you have other countries destroying each other.
Right.
But they're all in for the whole one world order thing.
Who's to say our group isn't?
But that's what I'm saying. The Democrats are all in for that. So is this not the beginning of that?
I don't know.
So
or do you want to get biblical and say this is truly?
So we were talking about. Well, don't even get me on that. So we were talking about ChatGPT, right? Like we're going to take a whole separate thing right now. So we're talking about ChatGPT and that it only will react because it only has so many things inputted. So then we started talking about, well, why is it so limited? It's so limited because you don't realize it until you have conversations like this. There's still so many countries that we consider third world countries. They don't have internet. They don't have TVs. They don't live the life we live.
Right.
So that stuff can't be pulled into it. So Hamas and Gaza and everything like that don't live like we do. They don't. Yes, they have cell phones. Yes, they have internet, but it's so limited because it's too many bubblies. It's not as advanced as we are, so they can't bring any of that in. So they're doing this, and it easily could push us all back into that. We are so close.
To getting put back in the Stone Age, you mean?
No, not necessarily the Stone Age, but back to being a third world country. Not having central AC and stuff like that.
Well, I'm sure that's what they want.
I'm sure they do, because they want to have it by themselves.
Is this being planned out by the higher powers of all countries?
Could be.
Hmm.
But for what, though?
Or Israel. Do you think Israel's planning this, John? Is that what you're thinking? They're planning this whole thing? The Bible predicted asking what's going on in the Middle East today.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's called the Book of Revelations.
Absolutely.
Yeah. End times, my friends.
There's trumpets. I'm good. I'm just letting y'all know.
Isn't Israel where the temple is?
Yep.
It's supposed to be rebuilt?
Yep.
Interesting.
Really, right now, why do you have to do this to me? You make me all sad. I have to take my dogs with me.
All I'm saying is we need to open up our eyes.
Oh, absolutely.
We need to pay attention to what's going on, and we need to make changes and make them fast.
Well, people need to make their own personal changes and get right with God, first of all.
Oh.
Second of all, we need to bring him back into our homes, and then I think we'll be pretty good.
Well, we certainly shouldn't be, especially as Americans. If you want to be an American, you shouldn't be glorifying what's happening over there.
Absolutely not.
That's number one.
And we also should not be terrorizing the people who live here.
Right.
They came to America as well to live their lives as well. You don't know what they left. You don't know what torture and persecution they left themselves. And then you're going to judge them and beat them and kill them here.
I mean, if anybody's here to do harm to us, yes, we need to stand up as a country
but like
and not
the
let
moms
it
and the kids and the ones who are being beaten and killed.
People escape that life.
They came here to run away just as we did.
From a better life. Yeah, exactly. 100%.
Fuckers, stop it.
But we need to wake up. You know, we were talking about on the show for the last couple of years that we need to wake up because America's going to fall. You know, we talked about that. But now this is a whole different story, man. This is a whole different story. We're talking about a group.
This is like humanity.
Preppers had the right idea of being prepared for anything and everything. I agree 100%. You know, I used to watch those prepper shows and think they were kind of kooky and stuff, but
I really want to be the redneck in the middle of the forest.
We live in an age now that, you know, there's groups out there that don't have any problem killing themselves to kill others.
Oh, none at all.
What makes you think?
Well, they're going to get like 48 virgins or something when they kill themselves and kill everybody else, something like that.
But you think about it, if they really don't care
about their life,
suicide bombers,
they're definitely not going to care about ours.
What do you think they care about setting off a nuclear weapon if they
not
have
at
one
all
and killing themselves?
They're dead anyways. They don't care.
Right. That's terrifying.
Yeah,
that's terrifying to me. Even if they don't set them off in our country, it's still terrifying.
Can I tell you what makes it less terrifying?
What's that?
I know I'm good.
It's still terrifying, though. It's still...
You're going to die anyway.
I know you're going to die anyway, but...
I mean, I'd really rather not be like nuclear blasted because that would kind of suck.
Nuclear
but I
blasted. I like that. Nuclear blasted.
What is it? Oven smoked? I'd rather not be nuclear blasted, but I mean, it might be good. It might be just a quick way to go.
Not for us, it wouldn't be. If it didn't happen here, it would be a slow, painful.
Oh, yeah. I'd really rather not be nuclear blasted. It wouldn't be good.
So I don't know. It just, something just, when you put all the pieces together, something just seems off. And maybe it's all coincidence. Maybe it's not a conspiracy. But all I can say is all the conspiracy theories that have been flying around for the last 3 years.
So what have we learned in science?
Somehow mysteriously
that if so many things happen in a row, it is not a coincidence.
Right.
Okay, thank you.
I don't know. You can move on from that slide if you want. If it's disturbing.
Oh, that's not any better. That's a terrible.
So are we close to World War III? Are we truly close to World War III? So what constitutes a world war? In order to qualify as a world war, at least one of three criteria must be met. The conflict takes place between multiple nations across the globe. Battles are fought in many different locations. The war must be fought against great powers with significantly advanced technology. So let's look at current events. We have Ukraine and Russia going on, right?
Which aren't really...
Wait, Russia's a major player?
Well, no, but I mean, it's not like advanced technology.
Sure it is.
Well, that's because we gave it to them.
Yeah, well... Everybody got technology from us, and we've shared with others too. So Hamas and Israel, with the possibility of Iran joining the fight, if they get in, who knows what's going to happen?
If Iran joins, China's joining.
What about China's plans to invade Taiwan?
They're going to go as soon as Hamas and Israel start, like really bad.
And I read this, that North Korea is now secretly working on an arms deal with Russia.
What the fuck?
I guess she'll only be on Rumble next week. Probably.
I didn't say anything. It wasn't me.
Could happen.
YouTube still got a check mark. They haven't pushed a button yet. They got bored. They left.
So all these events that are taking place right now.
So what happens? So question. So Ukraine and Russia, they're fighting over one thing. Hamas and Israel are fighting about a whole totally different thing.
Well, Ukraine and Russia is about territory.
Well, I know, but like,
over.
So they're fighting over that. Hamas and Israel are fighting over something different. So what if all four of them start fighting and then China invades Taiwan? Is that World War III? Because nobody's fighting over the same crap.
Doesn't matter. It's still war. It's still independent wars going on.
Well, no, but
no
is that World War III? Because it's not all one war.
I think if everybody gets involved, if you get Ukraine, Russia, Israel, and Iran, I don't even care about Hamas at this point. If it's Israel and Iran, China invading Taiwan, and then if North Korea starts working with Russia, I think that is a recipe for World War III. Anybody else agree or disagree?
But is it considered World War III? Because
it's vague. It's vague.
How do you? They're not all fighting one thing.
You don't have to be fighting one thing.
You do, because how do you win? Like, you have to know who the enemy is. Like, Ukraine and Russia are fighting. Like, who do you fight?
The last
Ukraine
man
or
standing
Russia?
is the winner.
How do you become the last man standing when you don't know who your enemy is?
Beat all your enemies. We have allies and enemies. We outlined that before.
I know, but like, if we don't know what we're fighting, I need a target. I need direction. I can't just shoot everybody. I mean, it can, you know.
Does anybody else agree with this slide?
Where are we gonna go?
Does anybody else think that
Oh, it's all bad.
we are on the verge?
I think we're on the verge, but again, I don't know if all of those would institute it. So now if like Iran joins in with Hamas and then Iran gets China in there and North and whatever, then yes, because then they're all fighting Israel.
Well, we're gonna defend our allies, right? We're gonna defend Israel.
Are we?
So if Iran gets involved, yes.
Have we?
We've sent aid over there at this point.
What, a flag and a thing of water? I mean, what the hell are we doing?
Chinese have a published plan that outlines the U.S. needs to be
overextended for them to take over as a world power. They already know. They've been trying to get us their 100-year plan, honey. We're coming up towards the end of it. So I don't think we need to be overextended. Have you seen the marshmallow we have in office?
All I'm saying is I think we're close. I think we're close.
So what is your answer?
Unless this goes away.
Buy more guns?
Which it's not going to happen. But then the question becomes, will we ever see the war make it to our soil?
China gets involved? Hell yeah.
I don't think we will.
China? Fuck yeah, they will.
I don't think we will. I don't think we'll see
these little ones. No, we'll be sending everything to them.
But what's China got that's going to make a difference?
A shit ton of people.
Well, what does Russia have?
Not that many people.
Russia's got nukes.
Nobody's going to nuke.
North Korea has nukes.
Nobody's going to nuke. Because as soon as one nukes, everybody nukes, and then the whole world's done, and that defeats the whole purpose.
I 100% agree with you with that statement, but if so,
somebody's stupid enough to do it, yes.
Let's look at Hamas working with Iran. Iran's very close to having nuclear weapons, why we got back in the deal with Iran, I have no idea. Trump got us out of it. We should have stayed out of it because we had them dismantling, or so we thought, dismantling their nuclear production. So Hamas now works with Iran. If Hamas gets a hold of nuclear weapons, they don't care if they kill themselves. So what are they going to care if they set off a nuclear weapon?
No, not at all. Because
that's going to start a shitstorm.
But my thing is everybody's going to do it.
So and that's
once one goes, everybody's going to go. There's no place.
Then it's the apocalypse.
Yep.
At that point.
Yep.
I don't know.
And you hold your ankles and.
I don't see here's my thoughts.
It depends on who it depends on who it is.
When you look at these areas, if we were to bring up the map again of all the countries, don't go all the way back. But we're talking about small areas, right? You look at the United States. The United States is vast. We got oceans on both sides. I don't think it would come to our soil because I just don't think.
You don't think that they're going to run up on boats on one side of our country?
We have so many crazy rednecks with guns on this. Even talking
but you take over you do it state by state. Even talking to, I mean, there are a ton of rednecks, but they got a crap ton of
behind every blade of grass.
Is what a
even
ton of rednecks.
Even talking to Tazy's boyfriend, he's military, and he said they have this conversation all the time, and he thinks there's no way because our country's too big.
China's crazy.
We have too much land. They'll never take over our country. I didn't say take over.
I did not say take over.
They can try,
I said
but we
come to our land.
I don't know.
I think they could.
I think they could try. I don't think.
I don't think they'll
make it.
I don't think they'll win, but I think they'll try.
Everybody says just because we let that balloon from China come across the country that it'd be easy to launch a weapon over our country. And I don't think so. I think our military is way more advanced than that. I've talked to people in our military. We have weapons that people don't even know about.
Oh, I know.
I don't think, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm, John, Dad, you guys were in the military. You can speak for it. Do you think they would ever make it to our soil? Do you think it could happen?
I think they could.
I mean, I guess there's a potential for everything, but I don't think so. I think we would know about it far in advance.
Oh, I think we know about it.
We already know that Russia's got, submarines over in Hawaii. We know that. We know where everybody's at.
But what's going to take 50 Chinese ships? China's not that far.
Our military would see them coming, though. That's the thing.
I don't care if you see it coming.
I think we have a far superior Navy.
I don't know.
And Air Force.
I don't know. There's a lot of I don't knows.
Yeah. Yep.
But what's going to stop him now? We have a marshmallow behind us. You think he's
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does, though, because you think he's really going to he's the one who's going to make that decision to blow everybody up. He's never going to do it.
I don't know. I think
that final call, that first initial, go get him, comes from him. He's never going to do it.
He doesn't make the decisions. He's not making
He doesn't make any decisions, but somebody does, and it's definitely not anybody who's going to want that.
I don't know.
He'll let whatever plan.
No matter what political party you're for, they don't want to die either.
They're not going to die.
If we get attacked,
they'll be on the other side. They'll be just as fine.
I don't know. I disagree with you. I don't.
You have your conspiracy hat on for the other stuff. You don't for that.
No, I don't think they would come to our soil.
I don't know.
I agree. I agree. There would never be a ground war here. I just don't think it'll happen. Could it be in our ocean? Yeah. It could be. I just don't think it'll make it to our land. I really don't. And God help them if it does, because there's so many people here.
There's some crazy rednecks here that are gonna, you ain't got to worry about the military.
Because even he was talking when I was talking to him the other night. He said, I was talking about the gun confiscation and stuff like that. We were talking, if it ever came down to it, would the military, if the military was ordered to turn on American people, would they do it? And he said, hell no. He goes, there's too many people with guns. We would be outnumbered. There's no way we.
Oh, yeah. The citizens above and beyond.
And I agree with that. I agree with that 100%.
And that's the thing is you have the citizens you have to worry about. And that's why I think that, I don't know. I think they'd make it here. I don't think they'd make it far. But.
Oh, sorry. Exception would be if Chinese weren't invited to be peacekeepers.
Yeah, they're here in almost every major city now, John? They've been here a while. How many people are they recruiting?
Well, I guess maybe I should stand corrected on that, because I guess you can attack a country from within, right? You put enough people in strategic places. I guess you could do that.
And that's what our terrorist watch is doing, right? Our 160 people here. Yep. We wouldn't even know if they planned it right enough to take out power grids and stuff like that. We'd be done. I know. She's vicious.
Right.
You just stand behind her, Dad. You'll be safe.
It's God. I hate thinking about it because it's just scary. It's scary to think about it.
You get scared?
Yeah.
I get virally amped up. I'm like, let's do it.
I do. No, you
come up with a plan. I'm like, let's do it.
Do you really want that? Do you want to look out our back patio and see troops coming up on the house? Do you really want to see that? I don't.
Do I really want to shoot people out of the air? Yeah, kind of.
You just want to use your gun. That's all.
I just really want to shoot people out of the air. Either way, like I said, I'm going to die either way.
Yeah, but
if God wants me to take some people out who are flying down in some parachutes, I mean, that is what it is.
Die in your bed warm and cozy, not being beheaded or.
Oh, no, I'm going to kill myself before that.
Yeah. I think I would too. If I
or others.
happen.
I'm definitely going down with the fight. They're going to be like, take that woman out. She's crazy. Or they might try to recruit me to be like their leader.
So is the consensus that we are close to World War III?
I think so, yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Really didn't want to see it. Like, you know.
It was inevitable.
Oh, yeah, no, that's for sure.
I was like, who commented on Rumble? And that was you.
That was me. I said, hi. Nobody else wants to talk to us.
So the latest on Hamas-Israel war, as of yesterday, death toll surpasses 4,000, 2,800 in Gaza, 30 Americans, more than 10,000 injured. 13 Americans remain missing. Hamas is holding 200 to 250 hostages. They don't even know.
They don't even know
the exact count.
Because they haven't even figured everybody who's gone.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's creepy.
Well, I mean, we can take the ones out that they've already publicly killed. So, news of the week. Pressure mounts after Jordan fails to win gavel on second bid.
Yeah, so Jim Jordan's out, or I think he's out now because they voted him out. So we still don't have a Speaker of the House. Still waiting and waiting.
What speaker left?
Meanwhile, there's McCarthy was kicked out. He was, yeah.
I don't watch any of that.
So,
sorry.
I was hoping Trump was going to run for it, but it didn't happen.
Oh, that's where that came from. I remember that. I remember some sort of like meme or news thing or something that came out that said Trump's going to be Speaker of the House, and it had question marks. Sorry. Okay.
Oh, hold on.
No, he's staying in for a third vote.
Oh, okay. So there is a third vote. Okay. He's not going to make it though.
They failed him twice.
I like him.
Who's he going to bribe off?
Yeah.
Well, you'll wait and see.
We'll see.
U.S. assesses Israel not responsible for hospital blast in Gaza.
We thought about that.
U.S. forces attacked by suicide drones in Iraq.
In Iraq. That's what I was thinking. That reports from the Pentagon.
Okay.
So yeah. So now it's amping up other shit. Yep. Now Iraq's getting involved.
Well, they were just waiting. That wasn't a big deal. We knew they were coming. They've been waiting for a while.
So
wait, did we give them a whole bunch of like equipment that we just left behind?
That was Afghanistan.
Oh shit, sorry.
Wrong country.
Wrong guys.
So
I'm sure we left them some shit too.
So this next one I'm going to leave kind of open to interpretation because I don't agree with this. I think it's wrong, but somebody else may have a different opinion. So Biden admin orders banks not to reject illegal immigrants' loan applications. The Department of Justice and the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau said that a recent statement that rejecting illegal immigrants for credit cards and various types of loans just because they are non-citizens is unlawful.
What?
Yeah, exactly. What? WTF? They are illegal immigrants.
So hold on.
How do we give them loans if they're illegal?
So like for what? For a house?
Yeah. House, cars.
You can't get a house being illegal.
Well, according to Biden, you're not allowed to turn them down.
You can't qualify for either one. So is he changing all those laws then?
Biden admin orders banks not to reject illegal immigrants' loan applications. Now, is it just the loan applications? Can they apply? They shouldn't get the loan.
You can apply all you want, but you're still going to, but your application is an application until you're approved or not approved.
Yeah.
Oh, so they don't want to just throw them away because they're illegal.
They're illegal.
How are you going to have an ID? How are you going to have a place to live? How are you going to have a job?
If you're illegal, you're really, what part of illegal doesn't people understand?
You don't, I can't do it.
Just because Brandon says doesn't make it legal. I know. I get that.
Brandon says a lot.
Why are we having this conversation? Why are we even talking about it?
Why can he order banks to do this?
Illegal. Well, he likes to use executive powers. You know
he
does.
He is. Well, they all do.
But I mean, it drives me crazy that somehow the term illegal has gone out the window.
Do you like ice in your?
Like, no, I don't want ice. Why do you have a lot of ice left?
I do have a lot of ice.
Actually, give me a couple. It's kind of warm.
A big ice?
I'm getting kind of fired up here.
I see that. I should put your ice in your whiskey.
So I did some fact checking on this.
So he brought this up saying he was just going to have one little piece.
DOJ
now we're almost halfway through the bottle.
And so is Biden. He's trying to be a dictator, or should I say puppet for the dictator.
There you go.
Yep.
No, it's better.
Banks would just say, probably.
No, because the banks are
Probably.
going to say yes. Because again, if Biden says, "Oh, well, I'll just pay you back all the money that you lose when they don't pay it back," why would they not?
My plea is to all the Biden supporters out there. Do you guys not see what's going? Have you not opened your eyes yet to what's going on out there? Seriously.
What news are they watching?
I mean, we have taken
doing a great job.
We have taken the illegal out of illegal immigrant and made it somehow
okay
that they have rights. You're illegal. You're period. You're illegal.
You're not ours. You are not my monkey. You are not my circus.
It is unbelievable how we've come. So go to the next slide, because I had to check another site or a couple of sites to make sure the story was reported by somebody else as well. So the statement, this is from the Daily Caller. The statement implicates that Equal Credit Opportunity Act, which makes it illegal to discriminate on the basis of race, color, religion, or national origin, sex, and more in considering a person's credit application as a mechanism, even though the law does not list citizenship status as a protected attribute. So you're not discriminating against national origin. You're discriminating in the fact that
you are not a legal
you're
citizen.
not a legal citizen.
So question.
So if you give them a loan, what's stopping them from defaulting? How do you go after them?
Well, question.
Right.
So what if, like, you're from Canada, but you're not a citizen, but you have a green card? Can you get a loan?
Crickets. Where's my cricket sound? I don't know. I'm assuming you can. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure.
But you're not a citizen.
We know people that are on a green card.
But you're not a citizen. I don't know if anything in the loan says that you have to be a citizen.
I don't, John, just answer.
You have to have an ID and you have to have all this other stuff, but I don't know.
I'm regurgitating what's said. I don't believe they're immigrants. I honestly, my true feeling, I don't believe they are. I agree. They're illegal aliens. They need to accept loan applications from those hardworking people before illegals.
Yep. But again, they still have to meet all the other criteria.
But green card, haven't you met?
So if you're illegal,
so green card, you've met certain criteria.
Yes, so far you have a working card, you have whatever you're doing. But if you are doing a loan application, you still have to have an address. You still have to have an employer. You still have to have all of these other things. You can't do that being illegal. So where did this come from?
You can in this administration. Credit cards? Aren't we giving driver's licenses to illegals now?
We're giving houses to them.
Wasn't that passed like 4 years ago?
We're giving houses to them, so I don't know why they need loans. But is this for like credit cards for stores? Is this for like home loans? Legally here to work.
Yeah, but you have an address though, but right? You have an address, you have a driver's license, you have an ID.
So that gives you an ID to where you can work.
You have to have a social security number.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They're illegals. That's my point.
So how do you sign up for a credit card or any sort of loan application without a social security number? You have to have a social security
card because they have to do a background check. They have to do a credit check.
So how do you
need a social security number
without a social security number?
I don't know.
So they can take the application and be like, no number, bye.
That's what I'm thinking. Is it just a ploy to allow these people to?
No, because it makes the Democrats look good. Like, oh, we're letting them go for loan applications.
They're never going to get.
They're never going to get. Or is this just another distraction?
For what?
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, it was a major headline. So
what else happens? Was this for today? Or
yesterday I found it.
So let's see what happens today and we'll find out tomorrow.
Yeah. I just thought it was interesting.
Usually the way it is. Local news. Arizona Department of it's cold in here. Education's new program plans to add more police in schools despite officer shortages. The Arizona Department of Education said it is contracting with Off-Duty Management, a company that works on scheduling off-duty officers to serve in other jobs and areas.
I thought that was kind of cool.
I think it's great Tell me there's not 500 million retired officers who will sit there and do that.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Retired military, everybody.
That's true. They do. They do have.
My mom had hers, but you have 8 people applying for the same credit card. You'd think they'd figure it out.
I don't think we're that smart.
8 Juan Garcias's or John Smith's. My name is John Smith. It's terrifying.
From Guadalajara.
My name is Tater Sanchez.
We need to close the border.
Yep.
We absolutely need to close the border. Let people come over here the way they should come over here.
You know what I think we should do at the border? You know what I think we should do at the border?
It's
not politically correct. Should I say it?
I don't think Bongino will start drinking on the set, John. I don't think he'll go that far.
He's always had like scotch and drinks on the set, hasn't he?
Not Bongino. You're talking about Rogan.
Oh, that's Rogan. Yeah.
Not Bongino. No.
I don't know. Is he a drinker?
I don't know. I know he had cancer recently, but
yeah, that was what, last year?
It was last year, yeah.
So
I don't think he drinks on the show, but it would not be for that. I laugh my ass off if we start drinking whiskey on the show.
Like copycatter.
Yep. So on other local news, Schneff Farms Pumpkin Chili Party is underway.
Are we going to go?
Get your tickets now. I don't know if we ever get the tickets in time.
We need to go. Get tickets for Sunday.
We tried last weekend, but the tickets were sold
fail.
out. So we didn't get an opportunity to go.
Because we're not going to be able to go Saturday. I mean, we could maybe go Saturday night. I'm so tired already.
I know. You got to sleep.
I don't want to think about it. I'm not going to sleep till next week anyway, so it's fine. Might as well just do it.
I think that was our last slide, was it?
I don't know. Goodbye.
That was. No quiz this week because I thought all the topics.
I mean, we're pretty close. We're at 8:17.
Yeah, we're 15 minutes away. But next week's show will be our Halloween show.
We have to carve our pumpkins. We can't go to the chili festival.
So that's right. We got to carve up. Oh, were we just going to record it?
Okay. We're not going to do it live in the studio.
No, I hope not.
Thank you.
Lindsay and I are going to have a pumpkin carving contest for those of you that didn't watch our show.
Oh my God, we're going to have to do it back. We're going to have to set the cameras up to record us. And you're going to have to carve yours. And we can't look at it. Like, there's no cheating.
I don't even know what I want to do yet. Like, I don't know what I want my theme to be.
I know what mine's going to be.
Oh, boy.
One that doesn't suck.
Hookers.
Oh, hookers!
We're just going to carve a hooker into a pumpkin. Oh, I can see it happening. You guys can see it, too. You know it.
Oh, I could do that.
Oh, boy. Here she comes. Now you're starting.
Oh, I could totally do that. I have to find a good picture, and then I'm going to print it, and then I'm going to tape it on my thing.
You can't do that. We got to freehand this stuff.
Fuck you.
Why are you weren't planning on doing that?
No, I was not planning on doing that. I am tracing that bitch out.
Really? Come on.
You could do whatever you prefer. Mine might just have to be a hooker. Hey.
Yeah, we'll do a video, Christine, of our decorations.
Yeah.
We had some really cool decorations for the party. It was a lot of fun.
We'll have to get some. I think Rebecca took a bunch of pictures.
Oh yeah, I stole some off of her Facebook tonight. So for the show.
She's got tons of them.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't fit.
She took a lot of pictures.
Dog squished.
Puppies in the studio.
No, because we decorated out back, but we'll put them all up front and then do a video. So we'll have to.
I think we'll film us from start to finish, cleaning out the pumpkins and all that stuff. We'll just do
Can you make pumpkin seeds?
do a whole video of that. What?
Can I make pumpkin seeds?
Sure, I love pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds are good. And then we'll have to do like a time lapse thing and kind of speed it up a little bit, and we'll do a little video of it.
There may be dogs
and do our
eating pumpkins.
do our final displays, and we'll let you guys decide who the winner is. Who has the best pumpkin?
It's gonna be good.
I'm a little nervous now.
It's gonna be great.
It's been a while since I carved.
It's gonna be a hooker.
So. She did. She almost went the whole show.
TV.
But she's got to keep up with Bongino.
I know. There are standards.
There are standards now.
He's thrown down the gauntlet.
Since John is saying he's copying our show, Which, hey, you know what? If somebody wants to copy our show, more power to them.
Hey, if he shows up there with his wife.
It'd be great if he come on. He would never come on our show, but it'd be great if he did.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
It'd be a lot of fun. but
I'll come on his show.
we can't get anybody on our show.
No, nobody wants to come talk to
Nobody
us.
wants to come talk to us. Except Andrew and Arthur. They like coming on the show.
They love coming to
but
talk to us.
we can't get anybody else on the show.
No.
We try to debate with other people. Can't get them on the show.
They don't
We've reached out to people in the past. They don't want to come on the show. I don't know why. I don't know why.
I think I could do Hawker.
I mean, I don't know.
What are you gonna do?
Scare people away.
Wow.
I don't know.
I'm so nice.
What do you want me to? I don't know. What do you want me to do?
I'm so nice.
I gotta find. Do we even have carving tools? We have nothing.
No,
right?
we gotta go
Carving
buy
tools. We
everything.
gotta buy something. Yeah, that's gonna be scary. Yeah, I don't want to use your knives because your knives.
No, you'll baste your whole finger and the pumpkin's cut in half.
Cut
You
an
gotta
arm
start
off.
over.
Bongino hooker.
I don't even know what that would look like.
I don't either.
Like a bald hooker.
Well, he likes to talk about different
Hookers?
women that we would consider hookers, I guess, on the show. You got to watch his show. You don't watch his show at all, do you? You should watch his show. It's good.
He has hookers on his show too.
You almost made me spit.
Sorry, it was a real question. It took a minute.
He doesn't have hookers on his show.
No, but I mean, like he talks about people that he doesn't
Well,
like.
he talks about everybody. He talks about the government. He
Well,
talks
I
about
know,
the
but like he
government,
didn't
so he's-
specifically have like a hooker of the
No,
week.
no, he
Okay,
doesn't.
okay. I was really good.
If he does that, then he's definitely
I
copying
was
our show.
gonna
Then
have to, like-
not even the drinking part. That would just be 100%. Hey,
Yeah,
some
I'd have to-
copyright shit going on here.
Mhm.
Hooker of the
I'd be
week was
mad.
our idea.
That's my hooker.
Which we haven't had one in a while. We probably need to do one for next week's show.
It's gonna be my pumpkin.
Next week's going to be a cluster because I'm going to be out of town till I fly back in
Thursday?
Thursday morning. Got to get ready. I might have to do some stuff for the show this weekend.
Yeah, I think so.
Might have to get it ready.
What are we gonna talk about?
I don't know. Halloween. It's our Halloween show.
Well, no, but like, and
Oh, there has to be a topic?
we were talking about my pumpkin the whole time, and that's
Probably not.
it's a short.
We'll
show.
talk about Halloween.
Merry Christmas, like. What are you gonna say?
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Are you gonna do like the history of Halloween and like people like it, people don't like it, people decorate it, people don't decorate?
Sure.
Okay.
You can tell we do a lot of prep for this show.
Yeah. So I do nothing.
It's usually the day before. But hey, we live busy lives. What can I say?
Especially this last
Replay last year's show? No, we gotta do something different.
We could.
Ooh, I like that, Allison. Haven't heard from you all night tonight.
I know she's been quiet. We did kind of do like top 5 Halloween. I like this. So let's do history of Halloween, like when decorating became a thing, like if you did, if you didn't, when you passed out candy, like when that became a thing, kind of like we did for pumpkin spice, like when it became.
Are you gonna research that?
No.
Okay. So
I'll help you.
History of Halloween's easy because I have that.
I'll help you.
We've done 4 or 5 shows on the history of Halloween.
I will Dr. Google that shit.
I should play the Legend of Sleepy Joe though again because that was a good little clip that I did.
That was funny. We should do that.
Might have to do that again.
And then why like people carve pumpkins?
Did you know that?
Why do people start the whole thing where they start putting like their baby and then excuse me.
You have to burp while you're talking?
I'm so sorry.
Seriously?
It snuck up on me. Like why they put their baby in a naked pumpkin? Have you seen that?
I don't know what started
It's
that.
so
I have no idea. That is
weird.
kind of creepy. I don't know why they do that. Or the adults that do it.
I know.
It's
Like,
kinda
do you know
weird.
that's pumpkin stuff
Like,
in like places you don't need pumpkin
Keep the
stuff?
clothes on. We don't need that
I
stuff.
don't need to see you in a pumpkin.
We don't
Plus,
need-
that's a big pumpkin.
We don't need to ruin our pumpkin pies.
Ugh.
Or our pumpkin spice.
I didn't even think about that.
That's true. How much?
Oh.
Yeah, have you ever seen that? Have you seen that meme that shows the classroom full
Oh,
of the
with the
80s costumes
kids.
and they all
Oh
look
my
like
God, where it's
serial
all
killers?
Like the serial killers with the masks and
We have to
we're all
find that one.
Jasons and Freddy's.
Yeah, we got to find that one for next week. No, it's like the Smurfs and the Flintstones and stuff like that. It's funny.
Well, then
They're
it
all
turned into
creepy.
Jason and Freddy's.
Mm.
And now they're all like animals and stuff.
Let's do scary. I like scary movies. I like that idea because you and I talk about scary movies all the time. How they're not
We
very
don't
scary.
agree.
We agree. We agree that stuff's scary or not scary.
But you think like
What do I think?
we don't agree.
We do. What do you mean we don't agree?
Sort of and sort of not. Like you say
boy.
some stuff's scary and it's not scary. Buy and we'll do scary movies. I'm gonna have a hooker pumpkin.
Okay, that's gonna be funny. You might have to do something.
I gotta find a long, tall pumpkin.
All I see is pumpkins with bumps this year. When did that become a thing?
It's just a different
Pumpkins
pumpkin.
with warts on them.
Hey, they're lumpy pumpkins.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a lumpy dog. We have lumpy pumpkins.
Little Bo Peep costumes and He-Man.
I was a kitty cat. Mom crocheted me a tail and ears.
There's scary books about Halloween too.
What?
Scary books.
Yeah.
She don't read. That might be a problem.
Nope.
Dad, you want to come on the show next week?
Like I'm sure they
Talk about
exist.
scary books. They're actually, some of the books are better than the movies.
Oh, like the books of the movies?
Maybe.
Oh, they're like books. Like Freddy was a book, and
Did you just have like an
Shining?
epiphany that, yeah, all Stephen King's were books?
Oh, I
before
forgot
they were
about
movies.
him. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
You forgot about Stephen King.
And then what was that he was a writer? And then what was the Goosebumps ones when we were kids? I remember those too. Oh.
Or Tales from the Dark Side.
Tales of the Crypt. Bum, bum, bum.
Band name Lumpy Pumpkins. I like that. That's a great idea. That's a that's funny. That's my next
really
band, John. Lumpy
good.
Pumpkins.
Hey, that's copywritten. Okay.
I'm gonna go see
Lumpy
Lumpy Pumpkins tonight at Santan
Snap.
Flat or whatever.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
exactly. That's funny.
What
That's
does Lumpy Pumpkin say?
Everybody's got great ideas. What's your favorite Stephen King movie? Wow, that's an interesting question. You go first.
Shining.
Really? That was your favorite?
I love The Shining.
I don't know. I'm kind of mixed. I mean, Pet Sematary is one of my favorite. Did you know they're remaking Langoliers?
I'd have to watch it first.
You never saw Langoliers?
I don't even know that's the thing.
It's a Stephen King movie. Wow. Anyway, they're remaking it. Of course, they made Pet Sematary several times too.
Oh, did they?
Mhm.
I think I only saw the first one.
They did a remake and a part 2, which was terrible. Kind of bad. But you had so many. I mean, like Cat's Eye.
Oh, there's so many.
Stan was great, but it was long. It was super long. I mean, there's so many good movies.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I think I still go with Pet Sematary as one of my favorite. I mean,
The Stand and The Shining. What's
Yeah.
The Stand?
the Stand was good. It was a very long. I think it was like a 3-part miniseries, wasn't it? It was super long. It was really long. They remade it. Whoopi Goldberg was in it. And a whole bunch of people were in it. They remade it as
Back in the day when she was good before she sucked.
No, they recently as a TV series. They made it a TV series. Yeah, I watched the pilot episode, but then they made you pay for episodes 2.
Oh, you're like,
bye.
bye.
See ya. Not doing it.
Good.
But the original movie was good.
Okay.
The Langoliers, Tommyknockers,
Tommyknockers. I forgot about that. That's a funny movie, though.
Storm of the Century,
It's not the same Tommyknockers.
The Mist.
Oh, The Mist is good, too.
The Mist was a good movie. It had one of the most disturbing endings I think I've ever seen in my life.
It just ends.
No.
No.
You don't remember the ending of The Mist? Okay, I won't talk about it. The Green Mile. I
it
forgot about
just
that.
end?
Green Mile was good too.
Oh, yep. Okay.
See, the book was way better than the movie.
Yeah, I'm not reading the book.
No,
I'll
The
believe you
Mist.
on that.
You remember The Mist in the end when they're driving and they think the alien things are coming, and he shoots his family, but he doesn't kill himself. And then it's not really the aliens; it's the army that rolls up on the.
Oh, I
on the
do
car.
remember that. Yeah.
And they could have been saved, but he killed his
Do remember
family
that.
instead. Green Mile. I forgot about the Green Mile. That's a great movie. Thinner was another one.
Thinner was good.
It was creepy. That was a
cool.
creepy concept.
And then wasn't it the Invisible Man or something was his too? Or no?
Memoirs of an Invisible Man. Is that what you're talking
Maybe,
about?
sure.
I don't know if that was Stephen King or not. I have to say, between Stephen King and M. Night Shyamalan, I think they're the
so
best too
good.
when it comes to suspense horror.
They're so good.
I think those I think they're. I mean, you always go back to Hitchcock. Everybody loved Hitchcock, and I
he
think
was the beginning of it, though.
he's classic. But I think for modern, I think.
But they've all
Stephen King and M. Night Shyamalan are the
developed
best.
through there.
Yeah.
Hitchcock definitely for his time, 100%.
thing about
and
Hitchcock
Stephen
is you can go back and still watch them and still enjoy
They're still
them.
good.
Like they still stand the test of time, I think.
They're super good.
The Body, which became Stand By Me. Yeah. So The Body was the book and the Stand By Me became the movie. So yeah, Stand By Me was great. I forgot that was Stephen King too. That was another great movie.
The original.
So now you guys are making me change my my number one Stephen King because I actually love Stand By Me.
Never seen it.
Yes, you did. You watched it with me.
What was it about?
It must not have been memorable because you don't remember it.
I don't remember half the stuff I watched. What's it about?
When the boys go on their journey to find the dead kid, the kid who got killed, Ray Brower. Remember when they go in the river, it gets the leeches on them and everything. You watched it with me. Well, it must not have been that enjoyable then. Christine was good. Cujo, remember Cujo? Cujo was a good movie. Yeah.
Okay.
There were a lot of there's a lot of good movies.
So we're just gonna sit here and name Stephen King movies.
We could. We're at the time now.
We're there.
So we'll talk about it next week. We'll talk about maybe you pick your top 5 horror movies and I'll pick my top 5.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Sure.
I like that.
Great.
We'll talk about Halloween.
We'll show my hooker. I'm gonna have to get a red light bulb to go inside of her.
We've got red light bulbs.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to put the flame light bulb in there so she gets a little like sassy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are you even gonna be able to carve a hooker? Honestly.
Oh yes, I am.
Oh boy.
We might have to like get 6 pumpkins, but oh yeah.
This is gonna be good.
I gotta find the picture.
There's gonna be a lot of outtakes from this video. I can tell you that right now.
We might not need to have audio on it.
Oh, we have to have audio.
No.
100% we have to have audio. Invasion of the Body Snatchers. All right.
Oh, that was good.
Save your movies for next week's show.
Everybody bring your top 5.
We'll talk about our top 5 next week. We'll shoot a video of our decorations outside so everybody can see them. We have to do that this week as well.
I can't get my skeleton to hold his bottle up.
I know it sucks. We did a new feature this year.
He's not
so
working.
We'll have to show you that. But
I filled him up, but he's just not. I just gotta put it in his mouth. So it's fine.
Thank you, Christine. Appreciate it. I'll be heading to Philadelphia on Monday.
Woohoo! To how cold is it going to be?
It's supposed to be in the 40s.
Woo!
So, I'll have to bring a jacket.
No, thank you.
It'll be a little chilly.
No, I'm gonna stay here.
So
No.
Be a fun trip.
Thank you. I stay here.
Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you to those of you on Rumble for watching tonight. We really do appreciate it. I think this is an important show to kind of talk about what's going on in the world right now. And please remember that we have elections coming up and elections have consequences.
Please be aware of what your decisions make.
Let's get our country back and whatever we have to do.
And pray for the families and everybody who's over there. And we want the brutality to stop. Absolutely.
Also, don't forget, go check out my dad's new book, Christmas for the Heart. Go get it right now on Amazon. Get in time for the holidays.
Amazon. Alexa will read it to you.
Yes, Alexa will read it to you, or you can read it yourself. And that may
that works too.
Maybe that'll make your top 5 Christmas books, right?
Are we really going to make Christmas books?
We have a Christmas show coming up in December.
Please don't tell me I have to read Christmas books.
Well, you just please read that one.
And then that'll be all 5. I don't know any books.
Lindsay's not a reader.
No.
She's neither am I. I really don't read either.
Not a reader. Yeah. Not even ever, never been. Never ever.
Now's a good time to start, right before the holidays.
Nope.
All right. Can't convince you.
No.
Anyway, hope you guys have a great.
You think my video, like you think I don't pay attention when we watch movies? Can you imagine?
You don't pay attention to anything.
Like,
yeah.
No.
Her squirrel.
Over
there.
I can't do it.
See you. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you guys next week. Have a great weekend.
Gonna make pumpkins.
Go buy guns.
Go buy guns. Okay, bye.
And body armor.
And what?
And body armor. Go see Eddie at State 40.
And Murray armor.
We should do another prepper show.
Okay.
And on that note,
buy more stuff. Bye.
See you, everybody. Have a good night.